Alright, Chapter 7. The roofs come in all shapes and sizes. Given the nature of the roofs, a lot of thing about when you play for the roof on a building is flat pitch for the definitely consideration drainage roof, the own scoopers, scoppers, any other concern. However, the pitch roof is now you're entirely a new realm of options. Pitch slopes and everything else you can throw at a roof design. Also, the always dormers have not been pitched. Roof can live without no dormers aligned with the eaves that are setbacks from the building. Placing roofs by footprint, creating sloping roof, creating roofs by extrusion, and adding a roof dormer. Placing roofs by footprint. This book can't be addressed every situation you'll encounter in a roof system. Explore with the tool the need to tackle the situation. Yourself with the techniques you will deploy. Chapter start over the concept of adding a roof to the model using actual floor plan footprint as the floors will as you build the roof's composition, use of the scheduled quantities and material to take off. The command you probably use most often when working with roofs if it one to place with a roof by footprint, especially if you create the roof by using a cutting outside building in the built plan view. There are three roof types you place in when using a footprint. A flat roof. Okay, no roof. It is actually flat, but you get the point. A gable roof, which has two sides with the slopes and ends with it are left open. A hip roof, which allows all sides sloped. You have only options placing on the roof with a footprint because you're looking over the roof and plan with which limited ability to play for the roof with uniform geometry. Later in the book, you explore doing just that, but not less just placing a flat roof by using a footprint over the east wing. Flat roofs on the by footprint. Being open to file, you to follow along, but it did not complete Chapter 6 floors. From where you can browse the Chapter 7 and find the file called NER -7 Revit template. Object procedure for the create of the flat roof of the outline building geometry in the plan. File along project browser. Double click with the roof view on the floor plan selection. Click on Roof View in the Floor Plan section. Careful not to click the roof in the ceiling plan. Zoom in the east wing with the view property underlay with the row. Select none from the menu shown in Figure 7 and 1. Click the Apply button not already active. Select the CMU walls again. Top up to set the top up to the level roof. Set the top offset at -1 foot 0 inches. Architectural tab. Click roof by footprint and shown in Figure 7 and 2. Modify Create Roof Footprint tab. Make sure the pick walls. Button on the draw panel selected shown with figure 7.3. Options bar with the define with the slope with the option bar with the make sure the overhang set at 0.0 inches. Deselect the extent of the wall into wall core if selected. Hover your point over the leftmost vertical wall. When it becomes highlighted, press the tab key on the keyboard. All parameter wall highlight. When they do, pick the left corner anywhere along with the window wall over the place on the gen sketch line with the perimeter of the building. On modify create roof footprint tab, finish edit mode. Go to 3D view as shown in figure 7 and 4. Your roof added to step 1 is out of the way. Now you need to create a roof of the system. You will the same way to create a floor system in Chapter 6. Creating a flat roof system. Although you can use the system on the pitch roof, for example, the flat roof differs slightly for the Revit architecture. 2 ways to look at the roof of the materials. 1 way to create using typical roof materials, largescape, structural framing. In this book, the dot recommend this approach. Creating a roof by using roofing components is necessary by adding structure will lead to conflicts with the actual structure model and linked to the architectural model of the hard for architect to the guess of the depth of the structural framing will be. In Revit, you want each of the component to be literal or true to the model as possible. Second way to looking at roofing systems you are about to explore is to build the roof on a literal sense. This is to create the roof as it would sit on the structural framing with the structural engineering object for the procedure to create a roof system, adding layers of the material. Follow these steps. Select the roof. If you are trouble selecting the roof, remember the filter tool with the proper dialog box. Edit type, duplicate. Click the new roof 4-inch insulated concrete roof. Click OK. Edit button, structural row. Change material structure 1 to concrete lightweight. You can select the material from the menu. After the material is selected, click OK. Change the structure thickness to 4 inches as shown. Figure 7.5. Insert the new layer above the core boundary. You can do this clicking the number of the left sides of the layers above the wrap row. Clicking insert button below the layer section shown figure 7.5. Change function of the new layer, thermal air layer 3. And click the material cell. Click with the button on the material browser. Rigid insulation of the material. Click OK. Thickness 4 inches. Click variable button. Modify the roof or the insulation layer with warp. When enabling to specify the roof of the drain locations. Insert the new layer above the insulation. Give it the function of the finish 1. Select roofing EPDM membrane for the material. Click OK. Change thickness to 1/4 inch shown in figure 7.6. Click OK. Click again to the back to the model. Press escape to the open space for the clear of the roof selection. Phew, that was a long procedure. it's worth it though. You can use this process a lot and remember the architecture not. In the next procedure, you'll add some roof drain location to the tamper for the insulation draining to the location. Alright, taper or flat roof, the adding drains. If you went with the roof of a flat procedure and proceed with the chapter 3.6, you'll see with the process of the tampering a roof that's similar to pitching the floor. You'll also have the notice of creating a roof system identical to creating a floor system. Taper the roof insulation first divided with the roof and into peaks, valleys, with especially with the drain location based for the centering of the location following with the project browser. Make sure the roof floor plan, select with the roof you must have with the using the filter tool. Click the add split line button and show figure 7 and 7. Draw lines pointing show figure 7 and 7 and press escape twice. Select for the roof. Click add button, point button, and show figure 7 and 8. Add 2 points, midpoints, mark 1 and 2, and click add split line. Draw the rigid line across the entire length of the building, point 1 and 2 shown. Press escape twice to modify within the architectural tab reference plane shown in the upper right hand corner of figure 7 and 10. Draw 4 reference planes specified approximately the same as in figure 7 and 10. On the annotated tab, click a line dimension button. Edit dimension string line starting exterior wall to the left and ending with this exterior wall to the right. Click the blue EQ icon equally constrained with the reference plane with the escape twice. Modify to terminate the command. Select the roof. Click add split line shown figure 7 and 11. Be sure to clear the chain option. Clear the chain option. Draw 4 ridges at the intersection of the reference plane. Press escape, chain with the visual style with the wireframe, click annotate with the detail line button, dialog line button between the 2 points shown, modify with the select the roof, the click add button, my point with the dialog line. Just know whether you picked it with the point with the action for the node with the modify sub elements with the button, the shape of the edit panel is shown in figure 7 and 13. Pick the point you just added, blue elevation appears as shown in figure 7 and 14, click elevation, type -3. Press escape twice for the process tapers the insulation only in the display showing figure 7 and 15. Object for the now have the same thing on for every bay. You can copy the point. You now have the temporary line with the next bay, add a new point. For along with creating another taper with a move with the dialog going, give it a reference for the next for the back bay to the roof, select for the roof, add point button, modify sub elements button with add a point to the midpoint of the line, figure -3 into the blue elevation roof tapers, move the line to the next bay, repeat process, complete every bay, add points to the radial area as well. 3 dimension reference line, detail line showing the visual style back to hidden. Your roof should look like figure 7 and 16 when you're finished. Further investigation how the roof works illustrated with the benefits of the approach rather than drafting lines. Let's cut the section through the roof and see how the details look great. Panel view tab selection button. Add section through the roof is shown figure 7 and 17. Type selector, make sure with the type of the section. Building section change view schedule 3/4 inch to 1 foot 0 inches. Change detail level to define. Change the view name option and unidentified with the data to the roof taper section. Click apply button. Double-click the section head to find the section called the roof taper section project browser. Adjust the crop region if you're looking only with the roof area shown figure 7 to 19 zoom fit. This concludes with the modeling of a flat roof. You can move with creating a pitch roof again. These type of the roofs can easily be added in the beginning. More work will be required to get them exactly if you way you want them. Pitch roof by footprint. You are added to pitch roof with a man with identical to the way with the added flat roof. The only real difference with each with the magenta sketch line will be more attention before you finish the sketch by after tampering with the roof's insulation. This will be a cakewalk. Your place for the pitch roof over the corridor. The problem is with the corridor is that you have the wall system with a parapet cap. This is the best wall system to receive the pitch roof. First you chain the similar wall systems as follows. With the 3D view model, select the 6 corridor wall shown figure 720. Property dialog box, edit type button, duplication type button, create new wall system, exterior brick, CMU, MTLD stud. Unstructured with a click of the edit button, edit assembly dialog. Make sure the preview button, select the set of selection shown at the bottom of figure 721. Click the sweeps button. In the wall sweep dialog, you'll see with the resweep. With the top sweep within parapet cap, with the select sweep 1 parapet cap, and click the delete button shown figure 722. Click OK 3 times. Corridor walls should look exactly the same, but they are now voided with a concrete parapet cap. And it's time to add with the roof to the corridor. Because of the wall with the roof will bear with are now correct. The rest will be established here. There's the chap with the go to level 3 floor plan. The roof level of your corridor of the architectural chapter with the roof by footprint. Draw panel with a make sure pick walls are selected. The option bar. Make sure the define slope is button selected. Type 1 foot overhang field. Place 6 walls on the composite the corridor shown in figure 723. With the easy walls out of the way with the tray with the gable ends, the instill with the pick of the walls mode. Click OK with a few things you need to change with the option bar of the file. The boundary line button on the draw panel. If it isn't active with the draw panel, again, click the pick lines icon shown in figure 724. On the options bar, select the define slope, correct the offset, enter 0. East wall of the east wing, west wall of the east wing. See figure 724. It's cleanup time. Of course, magenta lines overlapping along over the walls. Type of OK. This is OK. Expert trimming command made by now, especially in sketch mode. On modify create roof footprint tab, select the trim extend to the corner command shown in figure 725. Trim intersection of that overlap. There are four of them on the mode panel. Click finish edit mode. Go to the 3D view with one ugly roof. Welcome to the world. Pitch roof of the Revit. You go to the roof you want. You just need to add 2 roofs that here. You understand this is the process going to involve patience, trial, and error. To fix the roof, you simply have to make 2 separate roofs, join them together. This is a common procedure with more complicated roof systems. Revit. Here are steps. If you aren't in level 3, go to there to select the roof. Modify with the roof tabs. Edit footprint is shown figure 726. Delete every line on the other than the 3 shown in figure 727. On the draw panel, click the line button, diagonal line between the endpoints of the 2 lines shown in figure 728. Make sure the define slope button isn't selected. I'm modifying roofs, edit footprint tab, finishing edit mode, roof footprint displays looks like honey, but it takes care of it as soon. Alternating view range to make view deep enough to display over the ridge of the new roof. So for the roof with the footprint with the command A again on the architectural tab, you can also select the roof and click create similar modify roof tabs as the current active. On your drawing, sketch the roof is shown in figure 729. Make sure the lines are along the walls are defined slope, but the lines are representing the ends of the roof do not slope. To have the line match with the roof to the right, make sure that the boundary line is selected with the draw panel with that pick. Line selected well now. Simply pick for the roof to the right with the line appears with the review figure 729 sketch matches. But you have 6 lines total with the right and left end of it should have not have a slope. Modify create roof footprint, click finish edit mode, go to 3D view. Does your roof look like 730? The walls need some help. The discriminating picking and poking up through the roof. To do some wall cleanup first, you'll need to force the walls to use with emitter joints at 45 intersection following per procedure. You gotta cut level 1 floor plan, zoom into the wall intersection shown figure 731. Modify tab, go to the wall joins button, move the cursor over the intersection block forms around in the corner. You'll see with the box and pick wall with the option bars with the miter radio button. The walls are now joined in miter. Form of the procedure, all 4 corners now tap with the top of the wall to the bottom of the roof. It's relevant to go back to 3 view, select one with the corridor walls, modify with the wall tabs option, attach with the top of the base wall is shown figure 732, attach top and base button, pick with the roof of the wall is under the wall no longer sticks up past the roof. Form steps 1 and 3 for each of the corridor walls. When finished, your corridor roof should be magnificent, just like in figure 733. View a slope roof in a plan back in level 3, the level in which corridor roof resides. You're having a view problem roof showing up only in a cutting plane for that level. The can't be should be. This procedure is correct. This is called the plan region. Here are the steps. Go to the level floor plan. On the view tab, choose plan views. Plan region is shown in figure 734. Draw on the panel. Click on the rectangular panel shown in figure 739. Figure 735. Draw a rectangle around the corner. Make sure for the snap at the exact point of the roof meets for the taller walls on the east and west wing with the property dialog box edit button. View range and row. View range dialog box. Top unlimited level 3 cut plane. Offset 35 foot 0 inches as shown in figure 736. Click OK. Modify create plane region boundary tab. Click finish edit mode. You can now see what the roof is entirely shown in figure 737. Alright. Alright, this is one or more kind of roof to add. It will be a flat roof that has slope in a single direction, although you can add a simple creating roof with one edge specified with a pitch at times. Roof slope in the odd direction that can be sanded with an angle of the roof edge. Creating a sloping roof. At the beginning of the process of creating a sloping roof, you can cap off all the west wing of the building. The exterior of the walls of the perimeter need to be altered. You can already go at a pro this. Let's start right here. Go to 3D view, select west wing, exterior walls. Type selector, select exterior brick CMU on MTL stud. No parapet shown figure 738. Project browser, go to the west room floor plan, architectural tab, choose roof by footprint, draw a panel, verify the pick walls buttons is selected, option bars, define slope, type 1 foot overhang value, move the cursor over the wall, make sure the overhang alignment is facing outside of the walls to the exterior, press tab key, all the walls are selected, pick the wall where the magenta lines are completely drawn in, and your sketch would look like figure 739. Now it's time to set up the slope of the objective. Here is the slope of the roof. Start with the northeast corner low point, ending with the southwest corner of the high point. Do with adding a slope area file with a drawing a line on the slope area button shown figure 740. So the slope arrow in the draw button. Pick the corner up right hand corner, the lower corner left shown in figure 741. Press escape, select slope area, just added with the model with the property dialog box, constrain with the chain with the special the slope under dimension, chain with the slope 3.5 inches, 3 inches by 12 inches as shown in figure 742. Again, you view the range issue where you can only corner of the roof instead of the cutting plane. You can chain with the view of the range, press escape with the display view property dialog box. Scroll down list until you arrive at the view range now. When you can use the edit button, view range dialog box, primary range, top of the unlimited, set of the cutting off set plane is 40 foot 0 inches is shown in figure 743. Change the rest of the setting to reflect figure 743. Click OK. You can see with the entire roof. Go to 3D view. I have the cool sloping roof is shown figure 7, figure 744. Of course, the wall issue, these are walls. You can attach most of the walls to the roof simply by selecting them and attaching them to the tops, but you'll have to modify the profile for one wall as follows. The 3D view, select all the exterior west wing walls, excluding one over the east side of the west corridor. You can see it in figure 745. On modify wall tabs, it will attach to the top base, top of the option bar. This always on the left of a picking sloping roof. Project browser, go to section called west corridor. Section select the west if it does not attach to the roof. Model pane, click edit profile tray for the roof. The line type tool to be sure to delete with the magenta line established at the top of the wall. On the sketch tab of the finish edit mode, all the walls are now the jointed roof. As would be good time to check out the roof in 3D just to make sure the results are pleasing to you. Save the model. Next item to tackle is creating a roof by extrusion. This is where it can be designed a custom roof. Alright, creating a roof extrusion. Creating a roof extrusion almost always done with the elevation section view with the concept of creating unique geometry that can be accomplished by the similar view with the footprint over the plan barrel vault with the eyebrow. Dormer comes with the mind, but literally thousands of a combination and influence how the roof is designed. To get started with the left roof left, the place from the south of the jog with the west wing with a mile with the perfect area of the funky roof. First thing with the chain with the 3 walls defining the jog with the exterior with the brick of the CMU with the MTL step with the wall pilot 3D view, 3 walls composed with the jog in the south wall, properties dialog box with each wall with the exterior brick CMU MTL studs. I go to level 1 floor plan, click the view with the elevation button, property dialog box, elevation of the building, elevation, give it the choice of the drop down menu with the tap of the dialog box, place elevation shown in figure 747. Once elevation you created, pick with the view, extend with the blue grips, end with the elevation, drag with them so you can see the west wing, make sure the pro the view, depth of the window, back to see the wall beyond, change the view scale 1.5 inch to 1 foot equals 0 inches, change the detail level defined, change the view, name the south entry elevations, click apply button. An architectural tab, click the reference plane button, then draw with the panel, clicking pick lines button, click offset 1 foot 6 inches, click southernmost wall offset with the reference plane away from the building. Press escape twice, click modify to clear the command, select the reference plane, property dialog box, change the name of the south entry overhang, click apply, open the elevation, south entry elevation. Important reference plane that you just added becomes the obvious for the point. You need to establish a clear starting point for the roof you're about to add because of the roof will be added in an elevation. Roof does not where to start extrude the reference plane will serve as the starting point. Naming reference planes as you can see with them where they aren't visible in view. Continuing with each step with an architectural tab, with the roof by extrusion shown figure 740. 49. When you start with the command, Revit asks you to specify the reference plane, which over the reference plane south entry overhang with the name of the drop-down list shown figure 750. Click OK. The next dialog box change level setting to 3. Click OK. Working plane panel, check with the reference plane shown figure 751, then click the pick lines button off of the reference 3 foot 0 inches left to the right over the exterior walls marked 1 and 2, off the reference over the 4 foot 0 inches from the top of the wall marked in mark 3, property dialog box, select with the roof of the drop down list, and then click the edit type button, click the duplicate chain with the name of the canopy roof, click edit button, structure row, edit assemble the dialog box, change the structural thickness to 4 inches shown figure 752, click OK twice to get back to the model. It's time to put the actual roof into the model, so if you're using great discipline in terms of setting reference planes, creating separate roofs for the canopy, try to make this habit. Following along on drawing, paint over the modify create extrusion roofs profile tab, click start and radius arc button shown in figure 753. Draw an arc from the points shown in figure 753, and property dialog box extrusion ends at negative 2 foot 0 inches is shown in figure 754. Click finish edit. Go to 3D view. Your roof should look like figure 755. There's just one thing left to do. With a pretty obvious, you need to attach the roof to the wall. But this can be done in one command. Modify with a tab click, join, unjoin roof button shown figure 756. Pick the top of the back arc with a canopy roof shown figure 756. Pick up the wall into the roof that needs to terminate. Roof should look like figure 757. 3 walls below the roof. Modify the wall tabs. Click with attach top base button. Select the canopy roof. The walls are now joined. The roof to shown figure 758. Alright, add all conventional roofing systems have been added. Let move to add some dormer with the process will require you with the collection of the tools which will gain experience up to this point. Adding a roof dormer, the best way of adding a roof dormer to modify existing roof. Certainly, you have plenty of these on the model sheet with the dormer short of the roof surface that can chop up into dormers. Begin adding a roof dormer, follow along, go to level 3 floor plan, zoom on with the corridor roof, select with the corridor roof shown in figure 759, modify the roof tabs with the edit footprint. You're now the sketch mode for this roof, with the modify with the roof, the reminiscence climbing up the actual with the roofing, adding a dormer, modify with the roof, the edit footprint, split element button shown in figure 760, option bars, and deselect, and delete inner segment, pick 2 end points of the roof edge, 2 points are even at 4 foot from each edge, place escape twice, select with the middle line option bar with the select and define slope with the length of the dormer establishing the indicate with the Revit that we want to be a gable end dormer when adding slope. You do this by adding slope arrows. Alright, on the drawing panel, click the slope arrow button with the first point with the slope arrow, click end point over the first point, you split it with the mark 1, 761, second point with the slope arrow with the pick end point with the same line, in second slope of the arrow coming from the opposite side over the bridge shown in figure 726. Press escape twice, select both slope arrow with property dialog box on with the constraint chain specified to the slope. On the dimension, cape the slope at 9 inches over by 12 inches. Click finish edit mode, go to 3D view, check with the dormer, so it should look identical to figure 764. Adding roof dormers takes some practice, most efficient. If it does not feel confident you need to add with a roof dormer on your own, either go back through with the procedure, find another place in the building to add a second dormer. Are you experienced? Now you can place a different type of the roof, the indicating flat roofs, pitch roof, the unconventional sloping roofs, you with a footprint of your building, analyzing tricky areas of making multiple roofs if needed instead of relying on a single roof with a flexing form of the situation at hand. Edit wall joins to allow walls to attach to roof depth, or they have been created the design different roof systems based on their functionality. Create a tapered roof plan using variable material in the roof system. Create a roof by extrusion, setting work planes, using them to lay out with a custom roof. Create a roof dormer by adding existing roof and adding slope to the arrows to indicate gable end. Chapter 8, Structural Items.